Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Rao. I hope you are all doing well. And I started today a little earlier because I have another engagement at 6 o'clock. Another club I had to do. So I'll be brief today anyway. We're going to talk about neurobiology as per yoga and also as per uh, neuroscience. Okay, they both have very similar things. It was fascinating to me to look at with those perspectives of yogic perspective, how they created, how to be positive in everything, and how our positive thoughts and goals, when you give attention to, they do give us a powerful neurobiology where you have you feel good and you enjoy the moment and you basically enjoy and really makes you feel really good. Okay, that's why the neurobiology, how you are in health internally, that changes, right? So I just made a video on this about yogic perspectives and also uh, the neuroscience perspective, right? We all know that when we are exposed to something new, a language or a music or anything that's really we don't know, but we kind of start that, we feel like we feel very good because there is a new neuronal connection and that gets us excited, stimulated, and we feel really good as we explore the new subject, right? That I think we all have that experience. But the same thing happens when you really create about something, right? That's also very, very important to understand. So, this positive neurobiology was kind of explored in the yogic science, in that it's a self directed uh, neurobiology stimulation, like, neuroplasticity, that we call it now. That means we can make our mind plastic in the way from negativity to positivity. So whatever the attention they gave in the practice of yoga was eightfold actually. But then the first two fold are like 10 commandments, like, how you interact with the world and the society around you. And also the first five are those, and the second five are those that how you keep your own internal system healthy and stimulated and responding to newer things and all that, right? So that those are very important to have a self-directed neuroplasticity. That means basically they make you positive and not to waste your energy with like a violence, like a lying, like a stealing, like accumulation, like wasting your energy on indiscriminate sexual relationship, things like that. There are 10 principles there altogether. And basically they direct you to have positive outlook on your life and everything that you do, and thereby that feeds on your brain positivity. So you kind of cultivate good habits and then positive habits and avoid all the negativity from your life. Okay, that, and then if you take the physical practices, there are poses, like for example cobra pose, which is like a bhujangasana, they call it. It's like a cobra, right? You stimulate the spine by bending hyperextension to the back while you are lying down on the belly. That really stimulates good energy for you. And any number of asanas, we can go deeply into each asana, but basically they really make you stimulated and feel very good in your nervous system. And deep breathing, for example, it kind of stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system, which kind of antagonizes the sympathetic overload that we accumulate in our regular life, in the modern life. That's pretty common, right? We get fearful, we get anxious, we kind of get hurried or fidgety or pain, anxiety about things, and also fearful of what are the consequences and all that. They all act on our sympathetic nervous system, and that is where all the stress hormones come. If it is in proportion to what is really in front of you, that is kind of you have to take care of it with kind of that kind of alertness. That's okay, but we cannot make it too much out of small things. Also, we kind of make our system react so much. So the sympathetic overload is very common in modern lifestyle, and simple deep breathing will help you go down on that and really negate the ill effects of the sympathetic overload. So that's a very, very simple way of keeping our neurobiology very well balanced. And meditation, attending to something in your mind without any judgment or without any uh, dictation to it, but just observing what is happening in your mind and reflecting on it and calming yourself, that also enhances the neurobiology. So there are so many examples you can say about yogic practices that improve this neurological balance and neurobiology improvement. The same thing with the neuroscience now. They talk about learning music or going into the nature and exposing yourself with so much of musical instruments or languages or anything that is new that you enjoy and that you really practice every day will help you to really balance your nervous system and thereby improving your biological nature of your nervous system. That is the neurobiology I'm talking about. So I'm going to release my video, and much more is kept into the script on there. I don't want to go through every point in there, but this is a very important thing to consider, how we are approaching everything, how we are paying attention to things and activities or our habits, our goals, if they are basically positive, and also convert the negativity to positive, and that positivity induces this positive hormones, oxytocin, dopamine, any number of things, and also acts against the stress hormones of adrenaline, noradrenaline, catecholamines, right, and also the sugar itself. And so many things happen in the neurobiology that are chemicals are released because of your mood, or even modes can do. But you cannot take dopamine by injection; it's not available. So you got to have that balance of attention on the right things that will evoke the dopamine. Okay, but people are wasting the time on getting stimulated by some likes or some comments that they read on social media, but then that becomes a habit for them. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about cultivating something in your own system, the habits or the goals that are positive, that will help you to really secrete all these good hormones in your system. Okay, so that is the topic today. I know I have and I came in early. That's why a lot of people may not be coming to the clubhouse too. So if anybody on the Wisdom app have a questions or anything you want to engage with, please come up. And otherwise, we will be seeing that whether we can extend this topic, or we can do the whole video and then do that later. Okay, so the video I will be putting on the Restream or Zoom that I do. Whoever is interested, they can come there and then watch that video too. And that video is kind of runs maybe 10 minutes, but it has the yogic perspective. It's the script I wrote, and then neuroscience perspective too. there are some individual steps they take and all that. So that is what I wanted to say for today. I'm not going to into depth of it because as I have this meeting coming up, I'll be preparing for it. So I'll be introducing this topic for today and then have much more discussion maybe tomorrow at our regular hour at 6 o'clock. Okay. Thank you. I'll be seeing you again tomorrow with the same topic.